Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. My enemy's enemy is my friend. This is the mainstream or the operative media, the Western media, the free media motto at this point. They don't care who is attacking Elon Musk. Is it a communist? Is it a capitalist? Is it a government? Is it whomever? Whomever attacks Elon Musk right now is our friend. I will have here two people of opposite political spectrums. By actions. I don't know exactly by ideology one of them, but one it's certainly a communist. So you remember, or if you don't, I will let you know now. Brazil suspended Twitter, X operations. So you can't access Twitter in Brazil. It's forbidden. It's verboten. And obviously, over there we have a communist elected president. His name is Lula da Silva. That's Brazilians' issue. That they can vote a horse if they want. As a president, I don't really care. That's their business. But it doesn't stop me from analyzing what's going on over there. So we have Lula da Silva, who is not at all upset if I call him a communist. I think he's rather happy if I say he's a communist, because look at his bio and you will find a lot of communist. Well, as I said, not my choice, it's the Brazilians people. Good for you. You made your bed, you sleep in it. Now, Mr. Lula da Silva will attack Elon Musk, and will attack Elon Musk in what he knows best, and that is the class warfare. You know, the communists, Karl Marx started, and everything in the communism is a class warfare, which is the oppressors, the capitalists, and the working class. That is a fight between the oppressed and the oppressors in the labor market. So Lula da Silva reverts to what he knows best and attacks Elon Musk on that. He misses the point. That's on one spectrum. On the other spectrum, we'll have Mark Cuban. If you're not familiar with Mark Cuban, he is a millionaire, multi-millionaire. I don't know if he's a billionaire at this point or not, but nevertheless, he made his money in the capitalist society, and he loves it. He loves it. Otherwise, he would give everything to everybody, and we start over to make more money and give again to everybody else. But no, he loves. So he's a capitalist. Now, Mark Cuban and Mr. Lula da Silva are going to join forces against Elon Musk, criticizing what I think is a misguided point. As I said, a secondary or tertiary issue, not the primary, not the issue at hand, the important issue, which is free speech. They don't. They attack Elon Musk on something else. And as any nihilist, they will attack and they will just say, hey, this is wrong, but they will not tell you the solution. They will just, you're wrong because, I don't know, you have 3 balls, or I don't know, you have a big head, or something. But they will not come with a solution better than the situation, the solution we have now with the free speech that is way under attack by everybody else but the people, some of them. So let's start with the first article. The first article is from Fortune magazine. Brazil's president, Lula da Silva, says Elon Musk's wealth doesn't mean world has to accept his far-right ideology. Correct. You're 100% correct. You're correct. His point is, if you have the money, you can set the agenda. But if he has the money, at least he can allow us to have free speech. That's the point, Mr. Communist. That's all what Elon Musk is doing. Allow us, more than anybody else, any other platform, to have free speech. Do you have an alternative? Besides content moderation, which is censorship. So he's saying, because you have money, you can't make the world accept. No, he can promote it and you can accept it or discard it. That is Mr. Lula da Silva, a communist, this right here, which I like. He's got big balls, but he's still a communist. He misses the point. This is the marketplace of idea, exchanging ideas. I say something, you don't have to agree with it. You can ignore it. You say, no, I don't like it. And you can engage with me in a civilized debate, like the ancient Greeks used to do. Remember? Not canceling. Talk, debate, bring ideas, and find what's best for us. When Lula da Silva says, because you're wealthy, again, he reverts to the same say we have in America here. A person who has only one tool, which is a hammer, in his toolbox, sees nails everywhere. That means that's the worldview of that person. Those are the lenses through which that person looks at the world. Which Lula da Silva, being about 80 or something, he looks at the world through the lenses of wealth and poor. Because the poor are the victims of the wealthy, and the poor cannot be wealthy again. That's his ideology because Karl Marx said so. Now, nevertheless, so instead of saying, you know what, you don't have, doesn't push his far right ideology. He just allows it to be over there. And you can say, I don't like it, or I like it, as the communist ideas. He doesn't ban communist ideas. They're over there. You can say how much you want that you're a communist. Nobody would have any problems with you. Why? Remember, under the communists, except one, how do I call it? Aside from one current, which is a religious current, there were no more crimes on this planet than that current. So it was that current, we can name it. And then it was communism, and then you can go with far right and whatever garbage you want to go with. All right? But a communist system killed more than, according to sources and studies, more than 120 million people. 120 million people. Second World War did not kill that many. Thank God, right? Right. But you can issue and you can express your communist love or socialist. Communism is an extreme of socialism, not a far right. Remember, it's part of the socialist. You go too much to the left, you get into communism. So, okay, you can express it. But Lula da Silva has a problem with the other voice being allowed to be heard. He's not pushing on you. Just turn off the TV. Click, or radio. Click, or the computer. Click. That is what free speech is in a free society, Mr. Lula da Silva. Now, Brazil's president says he refuses to cowed by the wealth and power of tech tycoon Elon Musk after the politician backed a ban of Musk's social media site. So it's not about cowed by the wealth and power. It's about allowing people to have more or less free speech. The communist is for content moderation. More, that is, limit your free speech. That is censorship. Elon Musk, the tycoon, is for more. So which is better? Make up your mind. Now this is the first one. Now let's stay with Brazil a little bit longer. And you have this one from Fortune again. And it says, people trying to access Elon Musk's X in Brazil face daily fines greater than annual wage. How do you like that one? So let's see if we can, but I don't think we can. They want me to subscribe. I'm not going to subscribe. The title is good enough. But I'm going to go to another article where I found it for free. People trying to access Elon Musk's X in Brazil face daily fines greater than their annual wage. Users of Elon Musk's X in Brazil who skirt a ban of the platform risk daily fines surpassing the average annual wage in Latin America's largest economy because of this guy right here. Okay, so we got that one. Let's go to Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is this piece of thing. He doesn't look right. His face is very weird. I gotta tell you that. Not that Elon Musk is, but hey, we're not here to discuss the appearance. We're here to discuss the balls, heart, and brains. So, the title. Mark Cuban says Elon Musk's biggest power play on ask, Jesus Christ. I'm going to ask you something or ask you, Jesus Christ, is letting users think they have free speech. Do you have an alternative, Cuban? Can you give me another platform, another place where I can go and have more free speech than on X? So yes, I would like to think that I have free speech. I'm still moderated. But do you have an alternative, you nihilist? Do you have a platform, do you have a platform of your making that give us more free speech than X? Then shut the fuck up. Right? So again, when people criticize the United States of America and they take a shit and that's it, without saying, we can make it better if we do this, give solutions. They compare the United States of America with an absolute, with an unicorn. That's what they do. They're like children with fairy tales. But compare the country, the United States of America, with any other country on this planet, and I guarantee you, however you want to consider it, it's going to be in the first 10, and I'm being very inclusive, out of 193 countries. So that's more than 90%, more than 98%, 95%. What are you talking about? Give me an alternative. Give me another country. Give me another platform. So be careful when you criticize something, you see something that you think is wrong, like I do here, bring a solution. Say, okay, this is what I think is wrong, and this is, I think, what the solution is. Don't be a nihilist, but Cubans say, they let us think. Send me somewhere else, to the government, to Brazil. Where is it better for free speech? I tell you where it was. In Romania, after 1990. After the revolution in 1989, it was the biggest free speech era in Romanian history. Up to about 10 years. And after 10 years, the Western guys took over. And then they started, no, you can't say that, blah, 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 blah. The same garbage as here. That was the most free speech I ever encountered in my life. You could call things as they were. You can call a person fat. You can call a gypsy, not a Roma or whatever. You can call, and by the way, I know gypsy. I have gypsy friends. Gypsy, from real gypsy. Good people, like anybody else. Some are bad, some are good. And I said, no, I'm not a Rome. I'm a gypsy. What am I supposed to do to the guy? I feel offended. Anyway, so my point here is, if you don't have a better alternative, remember, the free speech is the prize. I don't care if Satan brings me free speech. Oh, don't give me, he's going to give you and then trick you. Shut the fuck up. All right? I'm just pushing it to extreme. If whomever brings me more free speech, that's the guy. I don't care if he got 3 balls, if he committed adultery, if he has 1 eye, he's fat, I was about to say something, identify as, or he likes this, or he likes in his ass. I don't care. Unimportant to me. Free speech, that's what matters. So you can come as an angel, as a Brazilian communist, or the other one Cuban, smoking Cuban cigars, okay, and tells me that it's just people just think he is. What's the alternative, big boy? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.